study an interesting story about a lottery ticket. This is very interesting story, but at first I want to convince all of you students of class 8 that the first chapter of your book is very lengthy, a big story, and so it is not possible to study or to teach all of you in this online class line by line. So I have prepared a summary of this lesson to teach in short, in brief to all of you, so that you can be benefited and you can enjoy the online class and take about your course in next step. Dear students, the story begins with, an interesting incident. The main character of this story is Ivan Dimitrich. Ivan Dimitrich was a very simple man. He lived with his family in his house. He was an educated man. His income is only 1200 rupees every year. It was his short income. In this short income, he tried to feed his family and to live happily with his family. He looks well satisfied in his short income. He has a hobby of reading newspaper every day early in the morning and get the current news by the newspaper. One day, after finishing his dinner, he started to study. He started to watch the newspaper in his dining hall. His wife had bought a few days before, his wife had bought a lottery ticket from an agent, but Ivan Dimitrich did not know anything about the lottery ticket. But when that day his wife saw that he was reading the newspaper, she went near him and told him that please check out in the lottery column if the lottery number is inserted or not. Ivan became surprised that he did not know anything about the lottery ticket, but when he looked it out in the column of lottery ticket, he found the lottery number. Ticket few days before, she told him to inquire the number in the newspaper. Now he had no work to do, and it was his wife's request to check the number. He did it and became surprised. In few moments, he became surprised that the number of the lottery ticket was quoted in the newspaper. He did not believe in his eyes. He became astonished and began to think deeply about it. He did not believe on his eyes. He found the number of series 9499. It occurred in his mind. He told his wife, Masha, the name of Ivan Dimitrich's wife was Masha. He told his wife, Masha, that the number of ticket was there. His wife watched his face and found that he was not joking, but it was a real thing. It has reality. She also became too much happy and she started to make a plan for future. What she had to do in coming time. Next, Ivan told his wife to wait, not to be overjoyed. Now Ivan started to smile. He also gave a smile on his wife. It was bright hope of possible fortune, and his a sweet and thrilling dream started to came out in his mind. Now Ivan and his wife, they both began to ड्रीम इन डे लाइट, उन लोगों ने दिन में ही स्वप्न देखना शुरू कर दिया. It was the lottery ticket of 75,000. Actually, it was not a number. It was not a money, but it was a power. It was a capital, according to this story. Now they both, wife and husband, started to laugh. They both needed money. You know that money has its own attraction. So both the wife and husband started to make plan for coming time, how they will enjoy the life, where they should have to spend the money, and how they will get everything, and how they will complete, and how they will fulfill their needs of coming time. They started to plan again in next step of thinking. They both wanted to lead their life in their own way, in their own style. Now they both started to make plan that they had to do, what they had to do with the money. They both were dreaming in daytime. My dear students, now they started to make the plan for future coming. Suddenly the thoughts of about the relations and relatives came out in the mind of the Ivan. Ivan started to think about his relatives, his relations, and other persons of the society also. He wanted to lead his life alone. He wanted to enjoy his life alone. He also did not want to participate or his wife in his dreams. He wanted to go on tour of abroad in the outer part of the world, in the far part of the world. So it was his dream. His wife too was dreaming. His wife was also dreaming to go with his children, to go with other friends. They both were thinking apart. They both were thinking apart of each other. In this way, you can tell, because money give different thought to each other. They do not want to participate. They do not want to help each other. But the money, what they will going to get by the lottery ticket, it was the aim of their life. My dear students, don't forget that money is not everything. But in the last paragraph of this story, when Ivan turned the next page of the newspaper, he found that there it was quoted, it was written that the number which was written in the front page of the lottery column was by mistake, was misprinting. The reality was not it, and suddenly the building of dream which they were shown in broad daylight hold on the reality of earth. Their face, their thoughts, their fortunes, their happiness became dark, and their faces was looking just like a deserted place. Now they have no thought. Now they have no any type of feeling. My dear students, you know that कि इवान और उसकी पत्नी ने जो लॉटरी टिकट के बारे में जो सपना देखा था, अचानक उनका सपना रेत के इमारत के तरह टूट करके जमीन पर गिर पड़ा, क्योंकि जिस लॉटरी टिकट के बारे में सोच करके उन लोगों ने अपने ख्वाबों की इमारत खड़ी की थी, वो तुरंत गिर गया, क्योंकि वो लॉटरी का टिकट जो फ्रंट पेज पर छपा हुआ था वो बिल्कुल गलत था. उसका सही और संशोधित रूप सेकंड पेज में लिखा हुआ था, और उसमें इवान के पत्नी के द्वारा खरीदे गए लॉटरी टिकट का नंबर नहीं था. इसलिए उनकी सारी आकांक्षाओं, इच्छाओं, उम्मीदों पर पानी फिर गया, और वे लोग सच्चाई और वास्तविकता के धरातल पर आकर के खड़े हो गए. यही इस कहानी की सच्चाई है, और हम लोग इसके बारे में फिर अगले क्लास में वी शैल स्टडी डीपली with detailed study in next class. That's okay. Have a nice day to all of you.